What's up, everybody? We are entering Suncoast Estates. This is quite possibly the poorest place in Southwest Florida. This is north of Fort Myers. It's an area known for homelessness, addiction, crime, poverty. There's great families out here and great people trying to survive. This video is requested. It means we have a lot of subscribers that live back here, and they've requested that we do their video. We go around the entire country showing neighborhoods. Sometimes we go as far as, well, recently we've been as far as Canada, just about. We didn't go into Canada, but you can see Canada across the river. So we go far for our travels and videos. And sometimes there's neighborhoods right in here in Southwest Florida where we're from, and we don't do videos here because we're busy doing videos everywhere else. So we're in our neighborhood now. We're in our area. We're in our 239, and this is a very requested video. People really want to see this neighborhood. I did a video here some time ago, but it was on an older camera. I think it was like a GoPro or something, and the quality was pretty crappy. These new cameras that are out now are a little bit better now. This is bad lighting scenario here. This time of day is the worst to record. If it gets a little bit darker, then the camera does better. If it gets a little bit later in the day, the camera does better, and then a little bit earlier in the day it does better. But this is the worst time of day to record because all the glares come out. It's a pretty bad time to record. This is a really requested video. I've had a lot of people tell me to come in here and do Suncoast, do Suncoast. I was like, all right, we'll get out there when I get a chance. This is also a really affordable area. Like, you can buy out here. Like, you can literally buy a house, a mobile home actually, in a house for like less than $100,000 or something. But trust me, you don't want to buy it. If you can afford better, you gotta do better. This is pretty grimy out here. I mean, it's pretty much people burning plastic or something over there. Smells horrendous. So yeah, this is about one of the poorest, probably the poorest area in Southwest Florida. And I've had a lot of our subscribers just tell me, come on back, because we did a video here way back in the day, but it wasn't that nice of a video quality. Now with these newer cameras, it's a little bit better. And I've had people ask me what camera I use. Yeah, that doesn't matter. A lot of questions, the best answer is no answer. A lot of times, people ask too many questions. But let's see what's going on back here. I haven't been here in a while. It's been a while since I've been back. Some parts are pretty well, back here. You don't even have it's not even paved back this way. In fact, I'm not even gonna go into the street. I'm just gonna pull back out. But back here, it's pretty run down and stuff. I'm gonna pull out of here. I'm not gonna go into the street. The locals, not me, the locals call this Suncoast. I didn't come up with the term. People were mad at me on the last video because I said Suncoast. I didn't come up with that term. The people that live here went on the video and they mentioned it, so don't be mad at me. There's actually a nice house right there, a big double two-story house. So I guess they allow houses. What could happen here is that eventually people will build houses, knock down the mobile homes and put in houses, but I don't understand why they would. You can get a lot in Lehigh Acres, probably for the same it would cost to get a lot here. And you can build a house there around other houses, so. It's pretty grimy out here. Just a lot of poverty and addiction. But everybody thinks Southwest Florida is all rich people and beaches and stuff. And they don't realize we got some bad places out here too. It's not what it's all cracked up to be, you know? Everybody thinks Fort Myers, and they only think beaches, and they only think, you know, whatever. But But they don't realize that there's a lot of poverty and problems here too. This truck is pretty loud. I'm sure you're hearing all types of background noise. It's a 2500, so it's got a pretty stiff suspension. I don't know if I can maybe upgrade the suspension to something that feels a little smoother. It's set up for towing and stuff. It's not set up for comfort, you know. It's definitely a hauling rig. It's not a comfort rig. I was hanging out at, I found a little corner store here that had pretty good signal, and that's pretty hard to find as well in Southwest Florida. Phone signal's horrible. I found a spot with pretty good signal. I was able to offload a video to the internet. But man, let me tell you, sketchy as crap hanging out at the little corner store. Just all types of stuff happening around you. Like every moment somebody different walks by doing something else. And I was like, okay. Sketchy, sketchy, sketchy. So yeah, I'm sure that the subscribers who've been requesting this video are happy to see it. Glad to do it for you, man. I wish y'all would take me to good place. Like every time I look through my requested videos, y'all never request anything. Nobody's like, let's go for a walk on Naples Pier. You guys are like, take me to Suncoast. I'm like, can we go to the Naples Pier for a minute? Got a little corner store here. Little corner store. EBT's probably, there it is, EBT. Laurel Lane. I didn't even see this grocery store. I've been back in here before, but I hadn't seen the grocery store. There's a Circle K. I've seen the Circle K before. It got cold. I noticed the houses that got banana trees. Man, that's rough. If I noticed the houses that have banana trees, the banana trees died. It got cold. Let me tell you, my banana trees, I think most of them died. The ones that didn't die were the little ones. The little baby banana trees made it. The baby ones made it. Gas gone up, 330, 339. I need to get some gas. This will be about the right place to do it. Yeah, notice how a lot of people here don't have cars, they have bicycles. It's kind of odd. I've never seen a place anywhere in the United States where there's this many bicycles instead of cars. Maybe a mock. Maybe a mock might have more bicycles. Immokalee is another place where you see a lot of bicycles. I'm trying to think about places where there's a lot of bicycles. New York City, of course. There's a lot of bicycles in New York City. I didn't realize how ecologically sound New York City was until I went there. But it makes sense for people in New York City not to have cars. It's one of those deals where, you know, it kind of makes sense not to have a car in New York City if you think about it. Until you go there and you see it and you're like, oh, this makes sense. You don't need a car. But once you grow up in the part of the country where most of the United States, you use a car, have a car. Once you get used to having a car, it's kind of hard to get used to not having one. Cars are kind of like part of the American way, man. It's weird when you go to New York City and everybody's got a bicycle or those little electric things. Kind of odd. Good phone signal here, though. It's been great. People got like tents in their front yard and stuff. Crazy. Heading north now, and there's a street here that turns into Del Prado, and then you can drive straight into Cape Coral. So it's actually a clear shot to Cape Coral and Del Prado. I might just do that for a Cape Coral video. I've ran into these people 4 times today. They're like all over the place. Now she's driving the bicycle with the bike. Okay, so look at the height of that palm tree. Yuck, how tall that palm tree was. 25 miles an hour, 20 miles an hour, going nice and slow. It's mostly mobile homes, but there's a few houses here and there. But again, if I were building a house, I would build it like in Lehigh, where like you're surrounded by other houses. You know, like I wouldn't want to build a house around mobile homes. It'd be a tough ticket to sell that house when you're ready to sell it. There's some really tall palm. I guess they're older. Oh, I hope I don't get that cough, Katie. Man, that thing was brutal. That punch right there is really, really tall. I guess they've been there for a long time, so they're like really tall. Yeah, it feels very sketchy out here. Just very sketchy. Side view is way better. It's eerily quiet today. It's so quiet that it's eerie today. It's kind of weird. Very quiet and eerie day. It's kind of cold. A Florida winter day. Stop at that gas station, get some gas. Take it some Mustang, they can go. Let me go. I remember I was looking back at my first video that I did for this YouTube channel was in Arcadia. And I was looking at it the other day, I was like, wow, I couldn't believe how run down Arcadia looked on that video. It's come a long way. It's not like it's getting anywhere, but it's definitely better than the first time I did a video out there. It was just man, the first time I did a video in Arcadia, it was bad. Like even now, it's still bad now, but it's better. You know what I mean? Like back then, that first video I did in Arcadia, that crap was wild. It's come a long way. We gotta get a vehicle that doesn't look threatening. I think this pickup truck is a pretty good setup. I don't think this truck looks offensive. I think the Yukon looks too aggressive, you know what I mean? So when I do these videos, the Yukon, everybody kind of looks at the Yukon because it's like a muscular. I like big muscular cars, but they don't really do me too well for these videos. I need a car that looks non-threatening because people see you and like before they see your face, the only thing they see is your car. So if your car looks aggressive, they think you're aggressive, you know? Going on all these types of neighborhoods and stuff, if you have a car like kind of doesn't look aggressive. This truck looks like a grandpa truck though. This was a grandpa truck. 2012 2500 white. It looks like something your grandpa would drive. See, right about now the lighting gets a little bit better. Lighting kind of gets better. You get it. It's some people told me it's the biggest trailer park in the state. I don't know if that's true or false. Is that true? Somebody said on my video that Suncoast is the largest mobile home park in the state. Now, I don't know if that's true or not. Does somebody know if that's true? I'm not 100 on that. I'm gonna get some gasolina. Me le gusta la gasolina. No, there's a corner store here. Oh, starts blowing out. Corner store here. So it's cold beer and vapes. Vapor and EBT. Corner store here. Looks so good. And then across the street you got your Circle K. We're gonna go up in there. I don't have to get gas yet. No, let's not get gas here. The gas station looks oddly eerie. Let me see if I can get in there. Kinda looks eerie looking. Oh, this ain't the Circle K, this is like a whole different thing. Laurel Food Mart. Okay, there's more people here. We'll see if we can get some gas. Oh, no, the pumps are closed. So you can't get gas. Okay, can't get gas. Pumps are closed. Alright. But, yeah, there it is. That's Suncoast. You guys have been requesting it for a while. And I've been wanting to do it, but I just ain't got out here to do it. So there it is. Suncoast Estates. Fort Myers there. Hope you guys liked the video. Check it out.